Okay, don't do this. And certainly don't do that. I don't have much hair anyway to begin with, and I have my brows tattooed so long ago. So I have some concealer over my tattooed eyebrows, but I'm using a pencil to show you guys that I think some of you guys are heavy-handed, right? So don't do that because you're gonna pull out some hair, right? And if you use a spoolie brush, which you should, because it tones down the color, it spills the color throughout the eyebrows, giving it a natural look. But when you press that hard, you're gonna lose eyebrow hair. And I'm sure some of you guys have done that, right? So it's all about light pressure. So some of you guys are probably already subscribing to me, right? And if you're not, you should. You guys know by now that's all about the pressure, the light strokes, right? So try not to press so hard. And if you're using a light color or maybe a color you think it's for you, and it's not going on enough, and that's probably why you're pressing hard, try using a darker color with the same tone, of course, so that way you don't apply that much pressure. You get the color on quickly. And the other tip is to try to put the color on the middle to the end of the eyebrow first, so that way you get the lay of the land, right? You get to feel how hard you're pressing, how light you should press. After you've filled in your eyebrows, here's another tip. Try getting them fuller. So I always say, if you guys are subscribing, that you go over and under the eyebrow, right? So if you go over the eyebrows and go under the eyebrows, you really get a fuller look. Well, I don't have to press that hard because I'm using a darker color. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in Ebony. So I would typically use an ash brown. I can even use a medium brown. But again, for demonstration purpose, I've covered my tattooed eyebrows with the concealer. So I want to show you guys that applying very little pressure, you can get just as much color on your eyebrows because you're using a dark color, right? So use that darker color, apply that light pressure, go over your eyebrows and go under the eyebrows. This way you get a nice fuller look. And the best part, you guys, is that you're not struggling. You're not pressing so hard. And you make sure that the tail goes out, not dragging low. The spoolie brush is so important because if the front is really dark and if the rest of the brows can be a little bit lighter, that's when you just lightly comb, not press so hard. That's when you can really pull out some eyebrow hair, and you know, some may not come back. I'm 55 years old, so I'm not expecting hair to come back, but I don't want any more gone. I'm sure you guys could relate with that, right? Okay, so up in the front, I'm much more generous in the combing. Not hard, but just a lot more so to be lighter. When I get to the middle to the end, I don't press as hard, but I do want the color to spill around. So that's really what I want you guys to take away. And it's so much fuller than the other side, right? Because I'm going around the eyebrow hair, not just inside the eyebrow. And notice also, if you guys haven't already, I'm going in a one motion. I'm not going back and forth because that also can make you apply heavy pressure. And this goes for brows, brow brush as well, not just the pencil. Anything you apply on your eyebrows, always think to yourself, I want to apply light pressure, because Jasmine is saying light pressure is so important, right? Okay, so if you guys aren't already subscribing, please do so. If you guys are in the LA neighborhood, stop by the salon at the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I do still do eyebrows there, so please come by and say hello and get your brows done. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys right back here.